Has your company ever lost a customer? Or have you been the customer that left the company or a service provider that just didn't care about you? Well, this is the case where we come to play. Our customers usually say at least yes to one of those questions. So let me explain a bit. For example, one of our customers has 30,000 customers and they make 300,000 sales transactions per year. They have 80 people working in the sales department. So it means that those 80 people, every person has to deal with 375 customers. So imagine the amount of data that comes in with such amount of customers, sales transactions, etc. So it is unimaginable that one person can understand their customers deep enough to understand their behavior, the patterns of the customers' behavior, and see the trends in those patterns. So what we do with that? We take the customer's historical sales data, meaning quotes and orders, and we play around with them. We add data science layers, we do the AI magic, and then this data will be smart enough to use in sales. So what are the outcomes? Let's just take an average, 30% of more spot sales, 70% of reduced churn rate, and of course 100% transparency in sales. When the AI stuff is done and we have a smart solution, we have to put it into use so the end users would use it and would need it. So of course we can do the software development then just to productize the smartness, and whether to implement it into the existing softwares that the customers already use, or develop a totally new product that would be used within our customers' premises. What would be the benefits that the end users get? So if we have productized the solution, we can see the next period's orders, meaning that we can turn the sales from reactive to proactive, very important thing. We can see the behavior patterns of our customers so that we know much more about the customers that sometimes they do themselves. And of course, when all that is done, we can at least automate part of the sales process. So this was just a scratch of the possibilities, what we can do. And of course, I would be more than glad to answer all the interesting questions now or later. I'm Juhan Pukk and from FlowIt.
And that's why I'm here for, to ask you all the questions from you. Thanks a million for the overview, first of all. But now, again, let's get to the questions. So when we talk about like the time side here, how much time do the AI projects usually take? I know it can be very different on based on different kind of projects, but just like generally, could you bring it out at the time that the implementation process would take?
That is a very good question indeed, because I've talked to the big companies' AI leads, and the main pain is to fasten the time to market of the AI project. We had the time a couple of years ago when it took half a year in a big company for a small AI project to come into live and to start really using it and getting the benefits from it. And the goal is to get it done within a month.
All right.
Would that be possible in a big company? I think yes. If this is done, of course, but that's the goal.
All right, so then if you, anybody wants to get the AI solution delivered in a month, then these are the guys you should reach out to. And the second question that I also have for you is that what usually happens after you successfully have handed over the AI projects to the customers?
Again, very, very good question. What usually happens is whether they will start using it or they don't. If they start using it,
just simple.
Very simple things. If they start using it, usually they want more. They understand the capabilities and possibilities that AI brings, and then the different departments of, for example, if we start from the sales department, we end up in a inner control or production, wherever. So the understanding of the possibilities grows, and of course then they want more.